In fact, we just spoke with the brothers of the 18-year-old victim who was shot in his chest. They tell me that the 18-year-old was out with a group of friends headed to a Lil Durk concert at the United Center. Now, we do want to take you to video of the mass police presence at the scene from earlier tonight. They told me their brother and his friends were approached by a group of people on bikes and was shot after a struggle with the suspect's gun. This all unfolding just before 7 this evening near Walcott and Maple, just steps away from the United Center. Police say a 15-year-old boy was shot in the hand and was grazed in the abdomen. That teen is the only one listed in good condition. That 18-year-old man, who family members say is from Elgin, was shot in his chest, and a 19-year-old man was hit in the rib area. Both are listed in critical condition. Relatives say the suspects tried to mug the group of friends before shots were fired.
Chicago. What's up, man? These shootings is getting crazy, man. These shootings are getting too crazy, man. Yo, y'all gotta stop, man. But before we even get into that, man, yo, shout out to everybody that's been here, joining and welcome to the Rick Mill family. Appreciate all the new subs, all the new subscribers, man. Y'all have been amazing, man. Welcome to the family. And I definitely want to wish y'all a great day. And want to put something on that's entertaining for y'all. This was brought to definitely by one of our subs, BL. Shout out to you. Brought this to my attention. There was a shooting at a Lil Durk concert. And we're gonna get some more depth and more depth details of what's going on. But Chicago's been wilding for a minute now, man. Chicago, y'all been on the map. You made a name for yourself. Like, how many shootings, how many bodies y'all got to get out there before it comes to an end? Like, from my understanding, Chicago is such a beautiful place, such rich history. But I'm not even gonna lie. Coming up from Florida, man, should we be visiting Chicago? I mean, I drove through a couple of times, but and it didn't really seem crazy. But they tell me that it ain't sweet out there. And these recorders are showing that it ain't sweet. So let's go ahead and lock in and see what's going on out in Chicago, man. Go ahead and watch this all the way through. It should be very entertaining, so that way we can see how to protect you and defend your six. Feel me? Let's go.
Parked, they were waiting for their friend to arrive, and then 4 kids pulled up on them, had their guns out, 2 on divvies, 2 on feet, and then they go up to them and, they mug them. They pull his girlfriend's purse, make her empty out the pockets, then they go to him, make him hand over all his stuff and everything. They pistol whip him again, and he goes to the ground. He grabs for their gun, from what his girlfriend has told me, and then they shoot him.
That's right, Judy. Jess Kendall was a senior here at Elgin High School. His older brother telling us that the 18-year-old was with his girlfriend when the two went to see the Lil Durk concert at the United Center when they were robbed at gunpoint, and Jess sustained a fatal gunshot wound.
My little brother was the best friend I had in the world,
A tearful Thomas Kendall, simply devastated that his little brother's life was cut short. 18-year-old Jess Kendall was shot and killed last night. His older brother saying Kendall was with his girlfriend blocks away from the United Center on their way to see a Lil Durk concert when they were robbed.
They're walking on the way to the concert, and then 4 guys come, 2 on bikes and 2 on feet. They got masks on.
Kendall says the suspects took the couple's belongings and shot Jess, who later died. Kendall saying Jess's girlfriend borrowed someone's phone to tell him what happened. 2 other teens were also wounded in the shooting. Kendall believes they were bystanders. The news of Jess's death hitting his community of Elgin hard.
He cut grass in the neighborhood. He did small jobs for old people in the neighborhood. Everybody loved the kid.
Jess was a senior at Elgin High School, loved cars, and wanted to go to automotive school. His older
And what's crazy, it's like when you hear stuff like this, man, especially as a parent, man, it makes you not want your kids to be going to no group activity, no events, man, stuff publicly, man. This thing is just getting too crazy. Like, he literally just wanted to go to the concert with his girlfriend, got mugged and shot and killed. Like, and I don't know how the scene is looking right now up in Chicago. I don't know if it's hot, but I do know that at least here in Florida, like with the whole Fulio situation that was going on when he was promoting out in Jacksonville and to come out, everybody in the comments on the night where he was posting saying that he would come out show up for his birthday, everybody was like, nobody, I'm not coming, it's gonna get shot up. So is it the same like that in Chicago? Or are y'all behaving the same way? Like, I'm pretty sure, Durk is an established artist, and we already know he got busy in the streets, but Is that the reason why this behavior is continuing? Let's lock in and see what else is happening, man. Condolences as well, man. Condolences, man, to Kendall, man. It seemed like he was a good kid. It sucks that it played out that way for him, man. Condolences to you and your family, man.
Brothers saying they saw each other every day.
I never thought I would see, rest easy, Jess posts on social media, it's home.
The pain and the grief tonight in Elgin, where loved ones are remembering 18-year-old Jess Kendall, who was shot and killed just walking to a concert at the United Center.
Kendall was with his girlfriend just a few blocks away on the 100 block of North Walcott Sunday night when several people approached them and demanded their belongings at gunpoint. Moments later, Kendall was fatally shot. NBC5's JC Navarrete spoke with friends and family of the high school senior.
He's a beautiful kid, a bright future.
An emotional night for family, friends, and neighbors of Jess Kendall. Enrico has lived next to Kendall for 5 years. His daughter, a classmate of his.
I hear her today when she come from school. I didn't know before. It's sad. It's super sad. She was crying like crazy.
The 18-year-old senior at Elgin High School gunned down Sunday afternoon on his way to a concert outside the United Center. Jess Kendall was robbed, pistol whipped, and shot, even after handing over his phone and his keys. His older brother Thomas speaking to us Sunday evening, moments after he'd been shot.
He's my younger brother. I would do anything for that kid.
Jesse leaves behind a great impact on this world, but also his neighborhood. Neighbors tell me they got used to watching him riding around his yellow lawnmower since about the age of 9 or 10. He was known as a great young entrepreneur, happy to help out with chores and anything else that his neighbors needed.
He did small jobs for old people in the neighborhood. Everybody loved the kid.
Monday night, Thomas reflecting on the life lived with his brother, his family now left with his memory, his dreams for his future gone in a flash.
He wanted to do something with his life. He wanted to work on cars. He loved cars. He was a car kid.
JC Navarrete, NBC5 News.
That really sucks, man. Just thinking about everything too, and then you really got to take in consideration the times that we are in as well. Poverty, homelessness, things. People aren't able to get jobs. Unemployment rate is going. People are desperate. People are real desperate, and during times like this, you can't become complacent. You always got to be mindful of what's going on in your surroundings, who's around you, who's doing what, and that's simply just for the simple fact that you never know when you can become a victim. In this case, it seemed that he did become a victim. Just being a kid, going to the concert. He probably was on a good evening with his girlfriend, but when you're most vulnerable is when you actually have to be the most concerned. It's when you have to be the most alert. And people typically overlook that, and that's the reason why you can end up in these type of circumstances. Coming from different hoods, that most of them, they all operate the same. You got to respect the lay of the land. And condolences to Kendall once again, man, to him and his family. If you made it all the way through on this video, definitely consider subscribing. We're going to be dropping content on a more regular basis. I appreciate everybody that's coming in. Shout out to BL bringing this to my attention, one of my new subscribers. If you appreciate the video, go ahead and drop a comment below. And thank you for watching all the way through, man. Hope y'all have a blessed day, man, and y'all stay safe.